Look at this big sunrise behind us. Pretty gorgeous? Huh? Yeah. We get to do this. We live on a sailboat.
We decided to enjoy one last adventure on the Chesapeake Bay before turning south to follow the birds to warmer weather. And it might just have been the proverbial straw that made moving south that much harder. This late in the season, the weather is both beautiful and brutal, and we struggled against shorter days, freezing temperatures, sickness, and user error as we tried to get south as fast as we could. It is time to leave the Annapolis area. Because it's so late in the year, we have really short days, which means we only have 10 hours of daylight. So we are up before dark, getting ready to pull the anchor the minute that we can see to leave. Where are we at?
50 feet.
We're starting to be able to see enough to leave. We're buddy boating with Olive Juice. They're pulling their anchor too.
You might ask, and you probably have every right to ask and wonder, why in the world are you going north when everybody else is going south?
I'm asking the same thing.
As you can tell, she's bundled for the Ice Age. We are headed up to Chestertown. They have a bluegrass festival with a bunch of tall ships, and we thought, what the heck, we want to go check it out. Look at this big sunrise behind us. Pretty gorgeous? Huh? Yeah. We get to do this. We live on a sailboat. It's awesome.
We'd been a little nervous about the wind angle and intensity to move north, but it turns out it was just right to let us sail under the Bay Bridge and through the entrance of the Chester River.
Olive Juice behind us. All right. I don't know what we're doing wrong, but you're gonna have to kick it in gear, honey, because Olive Juice is coming up on us here.
I don't know what else to do. They're bigger than we are.
Blow harder into those sails. Catching us again still.
In case you didn't know, there is a law declared in heaven. Whenever two sailboats are going the same direction, whether they know it or not, it's always a race. Todd's really happy we're passing Olive Juice right now. They cut the buoy and I didn't earlier. It was a beautiful day for sailing, but it's a little cold. This was one of the coolest sights we've had in our adventures. We rounded the bend in the river and saw these ships sailing towards us in the sunlight. These tall ships have gathered as part of the Sultana Downrigging Festival in Chestertown, Maryland, and they sail the river together 4 times over the weekend, taking 1,000 people along for a ride. After a good night's sleep anchored in the river, we head in to explore the quaint and beautiful town of Chestertown and wander the docks. They are full of amazing and well cared for replicas of historical ships and boats from bygone eras. And the crow's nest, all the way up. This festival features 3 days of music, sailing, ship tours, lectures, exhibits, and family activities. There's no festival like it anywhere, which is part of the reason we wanted to come. And the best part, all proceeds from the festival benefit the Foundation's environmental literacy programs and other educational nonprofits participating in the festival. Okay, I look like a snowman, a red snowman, but I've got this bad cold, so Todd has sent me down here to go back to bed, and he's upstairs. We're motoring, there's no wind, so it's only 36 degrees outside. This is one of the problems if you wait to move south too late.
See you guys later. We'll miss you guys. Coming up on Solomon's, which is over there. Liberty's helping me on watch and drinking hot chocolate because it's cold outside. Where's Tammy? Let's see. Well, 10:30 and you're still in bed? How come?
I'm sick.
Get better.
How's it going outside?
Good, we got a big fancy boat coming up on us on the back.
Any more wind?
No. Same old, same old. Back out into the cold. Got the generator running. We're motor sailing today. We're just kind of booking it to Solomon's, so we have a fairly safe place to hole up if we need to for a few days and let the wind shift to give us the right wind to go south. So this guy is 1 mile from us.
We're in Solomon. Anyways, on the Chesapeake Bay, we are headed south with the birds. Todd keeps complaining about the birds pooping all over our boat. There are a lot of them moving south. I am still sick. I am doing better. Each day I'm doing a little better. Tomorrow we're going to try to move south again. We stayed here today just to let me get a little bit better. Todd and Liberty filled up our fuel, got us some groceries. Sometimes boat life is full of stupidness. A couple days ago, I ran over a crab pot. So we sat and we drifted and we waited for it to come out and it didn't come out. So we turned on the motor just a little bit and it popped out from behind us. Since then, I've had a little bit of weirdness with the propeller and it was worse today. And now as we tried to set the anchor, I have no reverse. Todd thinks maybe we caught some line in the propeller. So we set the anchor with the wind. And Todd, even though he's sick, is my hero. He is going down under the boat to see what's going on. It's on.
Eddie, those pliers. Probably the little ones that fold up.
Okay, these ones,
Yep.
there's a rope around the prop.
Oh, nice.
Okay, go boil some water so Dad can get warm.
Like hot chocolate and ramen?
Yeah.
All right. Got it.
Did it just fall down?
What?
You didn't bring it out with you.
Bring what out?
The rope.
I threw it all down because I had 8 pieces to get off there. I had too many pieces to get off.
It was
I couldn't hold on to them too.
wrapped around that many times.
It was wrapped around all the blades and in between where they turn, which is why they wouldn't flip anymore. All right. That is why I like this Smako scuba tank because for the emergency, you got like 20 minutes. Get down and do crap like that. So it makes it way easier. I'm so glad I have this. All right, guys, we're leaving Deltaville in what, sustained 20?
15 to 20.
Sustained 15 to 20, up to 30 knot gusts. Not our first choice, but it is blowing south, so it'll be downwind, and it's supposed to start lightening up within the hour. We're hoping to make Willoughby, hopefully before dark, but we don't know. We do have 3-foot seas out here in the Chesapeake on 4 second centers, so we'll see how that works. Hey guys, are you excited to finally get on your boat and get off of that dock? Get out and anchor, maybe even take a 2 or 3 day trip with your family and experience the beauties and wonders of this life?
We've created the Spoondrifter guides so that you can double check that you've covered all your bases before you get out there with your kids and your wife.
And you want to have a great fun time with your family? Let's make sure all those bases were covered and all those boxes were checked. We want it to go smooth for you too.
Yeah, we've also given you the opportunity to reach out to us in a consulting capacity so that if you're not quite sure or you've got some questions or you've been out there and you've had a little bit of a rough time and are trying to figure out what maybe you missed or what you can do better, reach out to us. There's a link in the description below where you can purchase our guides or you can book a consultation with us.
Right. Because if it's going to happen, it's going to happen out there, right?
That's right. So we are excited. If you see us out on the water, give us a shout. We love talking to you.
Yep. See you later.
Bye-bye.
We are headed into Norfolk again.
And we both have colds, so we were hoping to maybe catch a window and pop around Hatteras on the outside, save ourselves some time going south, but
It's brutal out there this time of year.
so we're probably going to go around the inside, which means that once again we're on the ICW. The train bridge is down right here. We're waiting for the train.
We are trying to make a timed lock opening, and delays like this are a challenge.
People talk about this.
We left an hour early just in case of this, and this is going to burn it all up, but we've still got 3 more bridges.
Hey guys, we're traversing the Dismal Swamp. I kind of enjoy it right now. It's not as hot as it was when we came through in July. It was July. We don't have the biting deer flies. A little bit of a log. You might hear a thump, deer. There's little things floating in here. Let me show you a couple friends we got up here. We have Bluebird and Ultrea. Yeah, we're thinking of stopping at the visitor center. What do you think, babe? Do you like it better in the fall or better in the summer?
Well, there's no bugs.
Well, we haven't had any bugs. I know, I can't argue with that. That is a huge plus. There she is. Denali. 6:40 a.m. on the Dismal Swamp. 36 degrees outside. Holy cow, we gotta get south. We always wonder about the overhanging trees like that one. We can't creep too much more to the left. We've already hit bottom a couple times in here. One time lifted us right up. Are we gonna make it? It looks like we probably are. Pretty close though. Black Swan, Anthony and Yvette. They get to cruise along at 10 knots in that thing. Pretty amazing, huh? I'm on crab pot watch. I don't know if you can see down the side of me. Beautiful day though, huh? I actually had a pretty good sail through the Albemarle. We've had 6 to 8 knots consistently. This is the Alligator River. The channel going through it is where they recommend you travel, because outside of the channel you can have trees and logs and submerged stuff, which is only 250 feet wide.
So it is super calm water out here, and we are coming into our anchorage. And Todd and I have been talking about the fact that I never do the anchoring. Like, I do all the driving here at the wheel. And that I probably should know how to do that. So if I ever had to, I could. So today, we think, if all goes well, I'm going to take a turn putting the anchor out.
Don't let it, yeah, there you go. All right. Let it go. Just let it go. Now feet out about 5 or so feet. Okay, now I'll give us just a little bit of reverse right there. So just set the chain down. Oh my gosh, guys, that is one of the brightest I've ever been able to video. Tammy's missing it because she's over here putting the snuffer on. You're doing good.
One of the new gadgets that Todd has added to our boat is a power washer for the chain. Let's go see how that's working. So how's your gadget? It uses way less water.
Yeah, I can do the whole chain for like 2 gallons, 2.5 gallons at the most maybe. Whereas I was probably using 5 or 6, 4 or more even.
And it looks like you're keeping most of it off the boat now.
Try to get it before it gets up here if I can.
So normally the deck would just be covered with the mud.
Yeah.
Holy cow! Today we're crossing our path from when we left North Carolina last June, so 6 months ago. So tonight we will stop in Oriental and then we will head south. It has been fun to revisit all the things that we did last June and July and August, going north, coming back south, but it is going to be fun to see and do new things again here in the next couple of months.